Hello everybody. We're going to do my HESI vocabulary. This is some cards. What I want you to do is every day I want you to. So part 1 will be part 1. Then the next day you go over part 1 and then you learn the new words in part 2. The third day you'll go over part 1, part 2, and then go through all 3 of them. I am not going to re-explain this every time in each intro. I'm just telling you how this works. All right, let's study these cards. Contraindication. Contraindication is a reason why something is not advisable or why it should not be done. Here's some examples. This is to help with context, by the way. Medical context. The presence of a severe allergy to a medicine is a contraindication for its use. Exercise recommendations. For someone with a history of knee injuries, high-impact exercise may be contraindication. Contingent, dependent. Occluded, closed or obstructed. Latent. Latent means present but not active or visible. For context, it may remain dormant until triggered or activated under certain conditions. An example of this would be in a medical context. The virus can be remained latent in the body for years before causing symptoms. Untoward. It can mean adverse, negative, undesirable, unseemly. For context, often refers to something problematic or unexpected. Example sentence. Project faced several untoward complications, including delays and unexpected costs, which made meeting the deadline challenging. Labile. Labile means changing rapidly and often. Example sentence. In the medical context, patients with labile blood pressure may experience frequent and significant fluctuations in their readings. Anterior. Front side of the body. Osmosis. High to low concentrations in regard to water. Impervious. Impervious means not affected, unaffected by. Insidious. So gradual as to not become apparent for a long time. For context, it's gradual and subtly, often going unnoticed until it has caused significant harm. Examples in the medical context would include the disease was insidious, with symptoms developing so slowly that the patient did not realize they were becoming ill till it was quite advanced. For psychological context, the insidious effects of stress can slowly undermine one's mental health without obvious or immediate signs. Impending. For context, it's in regard to something threatening or significant. It means something is about to occur. Flexion. To bend a joint. Vertigo. Sensation of movement / spinning. This is in regard to being dizzy, by the way. Rigidity means inability / unwillingness to change. Supplement. Something added to complete a thing. For example, I'm going to supplement the internal mic with my external mic because it sounds significantly better. Patent. Open. The opposite of patent is closed. Prognosis refers to the anticipated or predicted outcomes of conditional situations, especially in the medical context. Example, after reviewing the test results and considering the patient's overall health, the doctor provided a prognosis indicating that with the right treatment, there's a good chance of recovery from the illness. Detestable. Deserving intense dislike. Paroxysmal. Beginning suddenly or abruptly. For example, in the medical context, the patients experience paroxysmal episodes of chest pain, which came on suddenly and lasted for a short duration. Neurological context. The condition was marked by paroxysmal seizures, which occurred unexpectedly and without warning. Laceration is a deep cut or tear into the skin. Viscosity refers to the measure of liquid resistance to flow. Here's an example. It describes how thick or sticky a fluid is and how easily it flows. A liquid with high viscosity like honey or molasses flows slowly and resists. Residual, leftover / remaining. Affect. It means appearance of observable emotions. For context, it describes how emotions are outwardly displayed, such as through facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language. Example sentence. In clinical observation, the patient's affect was flat, showing little emotional response despite the distressing news. Bellicose, same meaning, it's the same thing as belligerent, which means willing to fight. Milieu, environmental condition or setting. Synonym is context. Example sentence. In the psychological context, the therapist emphasized the importance of understanding the patient's social milieu to better address their issue. Another example includes infections can be influenced by patient's home milieu, including factors like cleanliness and exposure to pathogens. Aggregate, sum total of many things. Example sentence is, the report shows the aggregate sales figures for the entire year, combining data from all regional offices. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, share, and I'll be back next time.